We got a call, and we're headed up to an area up here at Lone Mountain in Riley. The citizen or somebody's reported that there's a skull, that they found a skull, and that's really all that we know at this point. Believed to be a human skull.
Looks like it might be up here on the left.
See if there's any other bones along with it, and see what it can tell us.
Control H 3836 and 4209 arrived.
Lady found it, said her dog was trying to play with it yesterday. She's gone, but I got her voluntary. She had to go. Said the dog was trying to play with it yesterday. She didn't know what it was, obviously. And then this morning, the dog kind of got away from her and started rubbing on the thing, and she took a closer look and found out what it was.
I think we're going to find the remains inside the...
I think you're right.
Inside the little culvert.
Well, from what the county parks guy said, that they were here 3 weeks after the major flood last week, or last year, fixing the landscaping, and they got flies and a bad smell coming out of that pipe, so...
And he just assumed it was maybe a dead animal or something.
Right, well, it was probably a dead person.
It may have been just somebody sleeping in there. I mean, it's possible. It's a real small space.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We noticed these things here. There's some ribs, looks like what's ribs poking out right there. And then that looks like some sort of a piece of clothing. It's green, long sleeve.
Long sleeve, looks like a sweatshirt, an extra long.
Like a flannel or something?
It's not button up?
It's a champion.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a sweatshirt.
Okay, this is number one. Somebody grab that and take it to the screen right quickly.
Each item of evidence is being taken by bucket over to the screens and then washed clean.
Found a cell phone in
the shirt.
Excellent.
In the pocket.
Excellent. You fire it up then, Cliff.
Oh, yeah.
There ain't gonna be no fire into this. Look how rusted it is.
Okay.
All right.
Can you believe that?
Is that SUG?
There was a sweatshirt that was found in there, and the sweatshirt had a pocket in the front. We found this cell phone in the pocket of the sweatshirt, so we're recording the numbers off of it so that we could track it down and maybe find out who it belonged to later on. She's just examining the remains that we've recovered so far, and she, with her background, she's able to make some determinations as far as sex.
Yeah, it's a male Caucasian.
She was able to determine that the crack on the one side of the left side of the skull that one of the detectives had noticed is actually natural, and it's not any sign of trauma, so it doesn't look like we have any trauma at this time.
And we get a hold of their customer service, and obviously it's an unusual request, so she's tracking down another number that we can get a hold of. Doubtless somebody with their security department. It's very possible. So you have annotated in your records there that this phone was reported missing, and as well as the person? Okay, thanks, Stephanie. We
got an ID on this guy?
Yeah, we do.
Cool. Is he a missing person?
Yes, he is. He was, they have an annotation in there in March, but it seems, he said it looks like the records go back further than that. And they have in their records that the phone was reported missing as well as the person.
Hey, Dino.
Sure.
Got some info for you.
Okay.
He was reported missing. Dad reported him missing.
How old is he?
And what happened was, in the details of the call, and you can pull it up, but just Dad found the car abandoned at Durango and Lone Mountain right over here.
Okay.
Well, and then Craig ends up being
get
familiar with this victim here. Had multiple calls at the house, and it seemed like there was a little...
Schizo-type calls. Neighbors afraid of him, digging in the front yard.
Oh, really?
Talking to people that aren't there type thing.
Hey, Flo, you trying to get a hold of him?
Trying to find people that are in the tunnel underneath the house.
Okay, we had the cadaver dogs come out, and they did their search, and we recovered quite a few more bones. Now we've got Public Works out here They're in here with a big power hose, and they're gonna wash that out. Hopefully we can get some of that debris to come out, and we can search through it after it gets cleaned out of that drainage pipe. Okay, that's exactly what we were hoping would happen right there. We're starting to get some more of these pieces of bones that are washing out with that pressure wash, so it's working exactly like we'd hoped. Oh, there we go.
Clothing with bones. We have his uncle who's here. If you'll come around with me, I'll show you the sweatshirt. Fairly well preserved cell phone. Cell phone's where we got the electronic serial numbers. That was actually still entrapped in the front pocket for the double hands. No idea. If he crawled in there and he got stuck and couldn't get out, he's not going to get his hands down to his waist. It's just not going to happen. There's no indication, at least at this point, from what we see on the skeleton. We have a forensic anthropologist that's standing at the mouth of the pipe, in addition to the crime scene analysts that have gone over each bone meticulously at this point. And I would venture to guess that it'll end up being undetermined cause of death. We don't have a lot to say that this is that there's foul play involved here. We have from officers that have responded to this, who we believe to be this individual's residence in the past, and there was a pattern of drug abuse and some mental health issues, specifically related to, there was a contact that the police made in which he was found digging with a pickaxe in his front yard in an actual physical attempt to get to these tunnels he believed that were being excavated underneath his house. And at this point in time, we're going to continue on with our investigation and follow up all possible leads to determine whether or not this is a tragic accident or an actual homicide.